We are currently in one of the matured sections of the cocoa farm. We are taking a bit of a tour through the farm. So as we go out, point out some stuff that might interest you and your viewers.
Sure.
Here we have like I said earlier, the cocoa is always in season. So we have a few of the pods that are matured. Some have been already harvested and dried. Some are most of the ones over here are for local use. They are not for let's say. So here we have a small dam over here.
Is this more than?
So you can let's go.
Let's check it out.
Initially when we built it, we thought we would suffer filling it, so we had to be pumping water from the nearby stream. But then once the rainy season started, the groundwater started coming up. The dam started filling up much faster.
So that's where the catfish and the tilapia were, right?
Yes, they were all cohabiting in here. So
damn,
yeah, it's quite
huge.
Yeah. So this is the smoker we did for the catfish a while back.
The ones you guys said you built yourself, right?
Yeah. So we're here for a while and we just did it. I think this.
When did you guys build it?
Pardon?
When did you guys build it?
Why?
When?
December.
December.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we use it.
Looks fresh like on the outside.
Oh yeah, it's actually. So my last visit last week, I came to respray it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's why it's looking. But we did it in December. We have a bit of cassava on this side. There's more cassava going down. It's also mostly for the farm hands. I mean, when I visit, I can take some home, but it's mostly for the farm hands, the people on the farm. So that's our old nursery. The rains disturbed it a bit, but
the plantain. Right?
Yeah, so that's where we are keeping most of the plantain. So we have some of our goats over here. I'm not sure if there's some in here.
But how many are there?
About 17. That's including the adults and then the small ones.
Yeah. What's going, guys? So welcome back to another exciting farming week in Ghana. If it is the first time seeing me, I'm Charles, and on this channel we talk about farming and agriculture here in Ghana. So yeah, still on MultiSoft Farms. I like Microsoft Farms. MultiSoft Farms. I'm here with Lesley. He's at least in this video. I'm going to have a farm tour of the place. It's a 40-acre land. Yes, they have a lot of things here on the farm. And we'll look at what the plan is that they envision to use the farm, what is on the farm currently, and what they are doing here, basically, on the farm here in Ghana. So yes, Lesley, just let us know what you have here on the farm and take us through whatever is going on here on the 40-acre land.
All right. So I'm Lesley once again. Thank you for having me. And then, so here we are currently in one of the matured sections of the cocoa farm. We are taking a bit of a tour through the farm. So as we go out, point out some stuff that might interest you and your viewers.
Sure.
Here we have like I said earlier, the cocoa is always in season. So we have a few of the pods that are matured. Some have been already harvested and dried. Some are most of the ones over here are for local use. They are not for let's say for sale or anything. So they are just eating them. So some have been harvested. Some are still on the trees, and then we'll point more as we go along.
Sure. So yes, as you move along. So at least if there's anything that you need to know since starting your own farm, maybe you want to have something similar here in Ghana about farming, you just let us know what they have here, so you can be inspired to just get to learn something new and start your own farm as well.
Okay, so this is a bit of the corn that we've planted, mainly for feeding the farm hands.
Okay.
So yeah.
So how many corn so far have you planted in?
We planted about 7 acres so far. We planted about 7 acres of corn so far. You can see the black lines. I don't know if you focus on it.
Okay.
These are the drip irrigation hoses for the seedling. So there are a bit of cocoa inside. So the irrigation is for the cocoa and the corn.
I think it's my first time hearing like there's a irrigated cocoa farm. Like you guys are. I've never seen an irrigated cocoa farm before.
That's true. A lot of the people I've spoken to didn't know you could irrigate cocoa. I mean,
first time hearing that.
It's always best if you can help the crops to grow. So once you do that, you don't worry about harmattan. And the cocoa, they like to be pampered. So
it's important to do that.
Yeah. It's also easier to fertilize them. once you have the drip irrigation beside the seedlings,
Yeah.
you can apply the fertilizer in your main storage tank, and then as the water is dripping, it is dripping with the fertilizer.
So it's easier to handle.
Exactly.
So you advise like on a very big land, like let's say like 10 acres, 40 acres. It's good to like always have like an irrigation
Yes, I would advise that you
to make the work a little bit easier.
exactly reduces, because normally people go with the knapsack fertilizing
To manually
exactly,
do the
but with that you don't really, you know, you don't really get as much impact with the money you're spending.
yeah.
So I feel like the irrigation cuts off a bit of, you know, your cost, and then gives you more value for money.
Sure.
So, yeah.
I see these trees a lot. What are they?
Yeah, so in the initial stages, when we planted the cocoa with the plantain, we noticed that the plantains weren't growing as fast as we would want them to. So the cocos were suffering a bit in the heat.
So we're not getting the shade.
Exactly. So these ones grow very fast. This is about 2 or 3 months old.
Yeah,
So,
it's good at all.
oh yes. So you just, and it's also easy to plant them. You just cut off a branch, stick it in the ground,
And that's it.
Yeah, that's it. And then it grows very fast. So, you know, it was a quick alternative for shading the cocoa.
Okay.
Yeah, there's more of the irrigation. So the whole about 15 or 30 acres, about 16 acres, sorry, has been irrigated. That's where we did our pilots for the cocoa, the first cocoa seedling. So we have the irrigation throughout, and then we'll reuse them for the subsequent refilling of the cocoa seedlings that have died. Yeah.
So the first one is where you lost about 7,000 of the seedlings.
Yes, exactly. Yes, that's true. Another thing we faced was the type of irrigation. So we used the flexi hose type of irrigation for the drip hose. Now, if it wasn't like an indoor farm or something, that would be okay. But here we have rats and things. So in addition to the weather, you are fighting the rats. So you come and then, you know, the rats have chewed like half of your line.
Oh wow!
Yeah. So we had to rethink. We actually got new irrigation from what's it called, Interplus. They have a thicker irrigation hoses for situations like this. So that one, the rats can't chew it, the mice can't chew it.
Okay,
they
so
are more durable.
They are tough.
Exactly.
Hard enough.
Yeah,
They can't chew.
And then you don't have to reapply the irrigation. Maybe you do it and it's cut or something. These ones are, once you're done, you know you're done. And those ones have a pressure, what's it called, volume sensors. What's the name again? They have volume monitoring system. Sorry, in the hoses. Okay. So you can choose a type of outlet you want. Maybe you want, this cocoa seedling should have 4 liters per hour of water, or maybe you are doing tomatoes, you need a smaller amount of water. You know. So that's actually
you can regulate like the volume of water you use to it,
depending on the type of dripper you use.
Hey, but this question, let me ask you: irrigating a 16-acre land, so irrigating 16 acres so far.
Yes.
It will be expensive. How much do you say has gone into just irrigating that farm?
Irrigation.
Irrigating the farm is very expensive.
Yes. So the main cost that went in the irrigation was the borehole. I'd say that was the largest chunk of the money that went into the drilling of the borehole.
Okay.
That was about 2 years ago. It cost maybe 13 or 14k. CDC. Yeah.
Just for them to come and drill the borehole.
Yes, so drill and install the pipes that go into the ground.
Okay.
So these are some of the outlets. This is the second outlet for the dam.
For the dam. Okay.
There's another outlet. So they all run here into the covers we've done, and then they go into the ground first of all, for the ground to filter it a bit, because, you know, as it comes from the water, there's a bit of fish waste inside. So they are manure and things. So it fertilizes the crops we put over here. Okay. Then the ground filters it, and then it goes back into the stream. And then we can reuse the stream back down on the other side of the farm.
Nice. So it's more or less like a
exactly
recycling kind of stuff.
So the crops that need a lot of water are here. We have a lot of the okra and tomatoes and things over inside there. Yeah. There are a few of the cocoa seedling sign as well.
Sure. I think for now they are a little bit bushy, so you can't.
Yes, a little bit.
See them.
Once the rainy season came back, Charlie.
Yeah.
You're always fighting. By the time you're done clearing one side of the farm, another part is grown, and you come back. You know.
It's not easy.
Yeah. Okay. That's the main thing. It takes a chunk of your money. That's labor and weeding. So, you know.
I was thinking we can apply this weedicides on it and just to bend them.
You
What do you think about that?
You can, but then I feel like, when you use that, it poisons the land.
Okay.
And then sometimes, people, if you don't have experience, people spraying, the weedicide might touch the cocoa, might touch other plants, it will kill them. It's just it's a whole lot.
Yeah.
So we prefer, in a rainy season like this, we do round weeding. They weed with a hoe around each individual seedling, and then that about does it. In the dry season, we can do a more larger area of weeding. So here we have our small dam over here.
Is this more than?
So you can, okay, let's go.
Let's check it out. So, where did it was more dam? Well, the picture I saw, and even see the outlet. See how big the outlet is. So what do you call this more dam?
So this is another outlet we have.
Okay.
When we built it, we thought we would suffer filling it, so we had to be pumping water from the nearby stream. But then once the rainy season started, the groundwater started coming up. The dam started filling up much faster. So yeah, right now we've after the first season we emptied it, did a bit of renovation. We have our stairs, we have extra outlets on the other end. So
that is big.
So
that's where the catfish and the tilapia were, right?
Yes, they were all cohabiting in here. So
damn.
Yeah, it's
huge.
Yeah. We are doing a bit of renovations. When we are done, we'll go again for the next season of catfish and tilapia.
Nice. This is interesting. Is there a number of fishes that can contain in this place?
Yes, that's actually quite. So that's the main reason why we added the tilapia to the catfish.
Yeah.
Because if you put just the catfish inside, you are feeding them here. By the time the ones over they come here, the food is done. So once we have the tilapias multiplying for their children, their fingerlings, and then the catfish can eat them, it helps sustain the population. Yeah. And then for the next season, we are going to demarcate it with the nets, and then we're keeping catfish here, tilapia on one side, so that you don't just do maybe one season, you harvest and you are done. So once these ones are maturing, you have these ones growing up, and then they are replacing each other, that kind of thing. So yeah, bit by bit we'll get there. This is just a bit of rainwater that was collected while we would be drained, and then the rainy season comes in.
Pump water into it, right?
Yes. So what we normally do is the stream downstairs, down that side. We have so we dammed the stream a bit, right? So it's not necessarily a dam, but then we dug a sort of pit beside the stream.
Okay.
So whilst the stream is flowing, the stream feels that thing we've dug out, and then it continues it on its way. When we need water,
it kind of stores water, kind of.
Exactly, because the stream flows, but it's not really deep. So we did a small dam, so it stores water. Then we pump that one into to fill this one. But that's just at the beginning of the rainy season. Once the rains actually starts, there's a secondary stream over there. Right now it's dry, but once the rain starts, it seeps through the ground into this. And then we have the groundwater also coming up from under the ground into the dam. So we don't really worry about water too much.
But I'm wondering how many liters of water can fill this thing to a particular point where the fishes would be in there.
So actually in the dry season we had a bit of an issue filling the water, because the water that was going, we had to be manually. When it was the first time we started the fish farming, we had to be manually pumping water inside whilst the water was also drying up. It was quite something. But then we've learned from our mistakes, so we'll know how to breed before the dry season and then prepare water. So we actually have hoses running from the borehole we have
to this place.
Yes, to here. So if worst comes to worst, we can. It will be costly, but it's doable. So yeah.
Sure.
We have a bit of cassava on this side. There's more cassava going down. It's also mostly for the farm hands. I mean, when I visit, I can take some home, but it's mostly for the farm hands, the people on the farm. So that's our old nursery. The rains disturbed it a bit, but
the plantain.
Yeah, so that's where we are keeping most of the plantain seedlings.
Nice. So answer about having the cocoa farms automatically. You also have a plantain farm.
Exactly.
That's interesting.
This one of survivor cocoa seedlings from the earlier planting season. So this is some of our plantain seedlings. More are coming in. We have more of the cassava going down. There's a bit of pepper down as well. Towards this side. Okay, you also see some of our free range chickens.
But they are big. Oh
yes, they're actually quite. Once you don't disturb them, they get very large. There are a lot of
how many are
insects. To be honest, I don't know. They've hatched a lot of
eggs
around, so I can't place. But I'd say maybe 30, 35.
They are huge.
Yes.
So now plantain, cassava, poultry, birds, rabbits, catfish, tilapia, everything is on what the first thing. I like how you guys are really utilizing the farm. And this is like the inlet or what are these?
So this is one of the main irrigation. So this is where all the irrigation taps are. So this is there's a main irrigation line buried all the way to our borehole over there. We'll walk around that. So one comes here, the farm is divided into sections, and then each tap for each section. So you can it helps us know where we are watering, what time we are watering, that kind of thing. Nice. Since there's just one pump, so we don't want to overburden the pump. So we do the watering section by section. Some of the sections are watered by the poly tank because some of the land is sloping. Okay. So that side is watered by gravity with the poly tank, but the ones that are against gravity, we use the pump, and then those ones are sectioned. So we label them B1 to B12.
Charlie.
So it's all into
whatever sections. It does.
Exactly. So once the main pump is on, you can open one to either this side, one to that side, and it's just.
And this has a connection to like the.
All the way, yeah. So this,
dam, right?
Yeah. So this is B7 is the one that goes to the dam. You see, it's a thicker pipe that goes all the way to the dam. Yes, so all of them go to each specific.
Wow, this is like impressive. Yeah. That's nice.
Yeah, so we have the bathrooms, restrooms over here.
Okay. So there are premises for like when you guys come around on the farm.
Yes, when we are staying around.
And the workers too.
Exactly.
For them to use.
Yeah, so we have that's our small shed. So once we harvest the maize and it dries up, we put it on this shed to give us a bit more of a drying time above the ground where the insects can't disturb us, that kind of thing. So this is for drying our maize. We can also sit under it.
Okay, what are the cocoa too?
Yes, you can also use it for the cocoa fermentation process and all of that. So yeah, it's actually good. Nice. More of the chickens around. So that's our smoker that I did a while back. We use that for the smoking of the catfish. We have more of the plantain. There's the apple and pear trees. This is also a mango one, but they are not.
Is that apple?
Yeah, they are inside.
Yeah, you guys have apple too.
They are all
Are they matured?
No, they are just like the seedlings.
Okay.
They are not any proper. We have a bit of garden egg over here. So all of these are just around the house for the consumption of the people. Yeah. So this is the smoker we did for the catfish a while back.
The ones you guys said you built yourself, right?
Yeah. So we're here for a while and we just did it. I think this.
When did you guys build it?
Pardon?
When did you guys build it?
Why?
When?
When April.
Is it this year?
Somewhere December.
Yeah. Okay.
So we use
it looks fresh like on the outside.
Oh yeah, it's actually. So my last visit last week, I came to respray it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's why it's looking. But we did it in December. So it's.
So how many fishes can you smoke?
This can hold about 100 per smoking session. So it's not. Seeing that we started with 1,000 catfish was the ideal size for. Yeah.
So as you expand and fully utilize the dam,
we're actually planning on getting a larger one.
Bigger one,
Yeah.
Sure. So you put a fire down there, then you just
so you can use your firewood or any type of wood. So the one thing about the smoking catfish is the flavor of the smoke also helps the type of the taste of the fish. Yeah, if you can have a nice smelling wood to smoke the fish, it will help with your fish's scent and then the flavor. Oh. So that's a secret you can use in the market. Most people don't know, but then the type of wood you use also helps give the fish a bit more aroma. Yeah, it's actually.
Okay. So
trade secrets.
We've done a video about catfish farming, how to start your own catfish farm as well. So yes, if you've watching the series so far, we'll do that will be the next video from this one. At least you'll have a look at that one as well, so you can get to learn how to start your catfish farm and know how best you can also smoke your own fish and go about it as well.
All right.
But it's nice. If you guys build this there,
Yeah.
it's like the engineering has kicked in. Because imagine buying this thing.
Charlie, that's very pricey on the market. So
Yeah.
even a normal barbecue grill that's on the market. I made a grill for a friend a while back. It was cool. Like, but the price on the market, Charlie,
It's crazy.
it's wild.
It's good. If you have engineers around, you can engineer your own thing. Okay.
Yeah. So we have
our garden eggs.
Yeah, we have garden eggs. There's pepper behind it.
But the
for
apple,
farmhands.
the apple seedlings. Maybe some other time when you guys do it on a
Yeah.
commercial scale, we can have
Yeah.
a look at them as well.
We have more of the plantain seedlings over here. So these ones are the ones we started transplanting. So I don't know if there's time. We started planting them on the 5 acres.
Okay.
If you want to look inside. So we started planting more of the plantain.
Another 5 acre land.
Yes, another 5 acres somewhere just behind there.
Okay. Then the polytank.
Yeah, so we have this is our storage for the farm. I think it's a 10,000. Yeah, it's a 10,000 liter gallon polytank. Sorry, and then it's filled via our submerged pump. Now everything on the farm is off grid, so we are running off 2 lithium-ion batteries, solar batteries with I think we have about 12. Yeah, we have about 12 solar panels, and then we have lithium-ion. We started with lead-acid batteries, but then they weren't really lasting as long.
Okay.
So we went for the lithium-ion. But then even with that, they are doing the work, but the price.
Since you are mentioning, we didn't do the engineering with you.
So
Apple did also do the engineering with you to break it down for us.
So when it comes to getting batteries to store energy, you can either go with lead acids or lithium-ion.
Okay.
And then so the batteries, they are chargeable types and they are rechargeable types. Did I say charge? There are types that can be charged and types that can't be charged. For example, the AAA batteries we buy, you can't charge it once you're done.
Okay.
But then the other types you can charge them back. Yeah. So for the solar, you can either use lead acid or lithium ion. The lead acid, they are cheaper alternative. They can get the work done, but they don't last as long. So when we had the lead, we had about 6 lead acid batteries. They would work fine, but then they wouldn't last to the next morning. Okay. But then with the lithium ion batteries, we have just 2. They last. We can use it to water. They last all the way to the next day, and then we still have some power left. So that's what powers the fans, the TV, lighting, the pump, everything. That's what is good.
So you guys don't buy electricity here?
No. Solar. There's water, there's food, there's what are you buying again?
Sure.
So
just like this 10,000 liter, how much did it cost?
The polytank, when we got it, it was about 8,000 cedis or so.
Okay. And how long was that?
2-3 years ago when we started the whole farm. So by now the prices have
changed, obviously.
But yeah, so it's all powered by submersible pump, and the same pump is the one we use for irrigating the farm, pumping water to the dam and everything. So pump,
everything plumbing there is like
yeah, everything water source. Our borehole is right here, and then we have our goods pen over there.
It's a borehole.
Yeah, so this is a borehole.
Okay.
Yeah. So
that's why you pump the water from.
Exactly. So the pump is all the way down, and then that's where we pump the water from to the polytank, to the farm, bathroom, everything.
Wow, that's nice.
And the solar also powers the lights. But in case the solar, when it starts raining, affects the amount of electricity you can generate through the solar. So we have a standby generator in case of anything, and then
power outage or something.
Yes, exactly. So that's also we can go to our small goat pen.
Hey, you call this thing small. This is like someone's fully fledged, how do you call it, goat farm.
So we have so all of that is also lit fully by solar over here and on the other side.
So there's lighting that's in the evening, like
yes, and the lighting here is always very clear. We have a bit of the goats. You won't go inside?
Yeah. Let's have a look.
This thing. Let's go the entire thing again. This one. We are watching. Hey. So we have some of our goats over here. I'm not sure if there's some in here.
But how many are there, you know?
About 17. That's including the adults and then the small ones.
Yeah.
Some were born. So these Do with the camera. These little guys were born somewhere last month.
Oh, okay, just a month old babies.
Yeah, they're not too grown. And then we have the mothers and then the fathers.
But when you began, how many goats did you guys begin with?
About 10.
10.
Yes.
Okay.
So we
Now they are
initially
17,
yeah,
they've multiplied.
exactly. Initially they were in the cage, but then we wanted them to be free roaming, you know, it helps them exercise, that
You
kind of
just
thing.
fenced it. Right?
Yeah, so we demarcated this side and fenced it for them to be able to roam, and then, you know, the grass is also there, so they can always feed, and then it helps with their upkeep.
Okay.
So yeah.
Nice. It's like here, there's everything out here.
Pardon?
So here, there's everything. On the farm, there's everything. So
Sorry.
everything you can ever think of, they say available on the farm. But as I said, this is the initial phases of the farm. As time goes on, and everything comes together. Imagine all the plantains coming together, the cassava coming together, cocoa coming together.
Exactly.
Everything will be beautiful.
Yeah. So we can go through. We have a little plantain that we are doing at the other ends. I think it's our recent project that we've started.
Okay, how many acres is that one?
That's about 6. So the funny thing is that with this, the way the people in the town they measure land is different from the way we measure land in Accra.
Okay.
So in Accra, you can say you are measuring by acre, right? But over here they use agotideka, which is a palm frond. So the palm tree, they use the length of a palm tree for marking their distance. So when you're weeding, you can't tell them you want them to weed 1 acre. You want them to come in. They use their palm tree, and then Charlie, it's so confusing. But
I know in other places, like they measure it like, so they say they use their arms.
Exactly, they can either use their
to
arms,
measure it, or they use like cutlass like this. Then they will do it.
Yes. What they use is they use the cutlass to measure the palm frond, and then they start using the palm frond to measure the land.
So yeah, I'm going to check the new project they are working on. That's the plantain farm. You said it's about 7 acres, right?
Yeah, about 6 acres.
Yeah, so that's like the recent project they are working on there. On the 40-acre land.
So you see, the thing is, you plant the plantain before the cocoa.
Yeah.
So the cocoa that we plant over there.
The seedlings there.
Yes, the seedlings over there. These plantains are for them.
Oh, okay.
So that's why we are doing this now. So once they pick up roots, then these cocoas can go and be behind them in their shade. Watch out! I think those are termites or something. Sorry. So these are some of the plantains.
Yeah, they are in the trees.
I think you're stepping on.
Oh.
Or it's just a leaf. Okay.
It's just a leaf. I would have felt bad for the plantain. Okay, there's 1, 2 here. Yes. So it means this area will be a new place for planting cocoa. Exactly. So in the meantime, I'm planting the plantains for the meantime. Okay.
Well, that's about 6, 7 acres of land, and then.
Nice. But the weeds inside, it won't affect the plantains.
No.
It won't affect them.
It won't affect the plantains.
So it's a little bit weedy. So I was thinking it might worry the plantains.
No, it's intentional.
That's where any place they do, I will ask them to do ring weeding.
Yeah.
So that it will show it. Okay. But once we are done, that will be the next task.
Before the cocoa.
So you clear everything. Nice.
And when we clear, you have to leave the big trees because the cocoa they need the shade. So once you clear the small ones, you leave the bigger trees
to be in between. Provide the shade, more shade for them.
More shade.
Inside we left a lot of trees.
Inside, yeah.
Exactly.
So how long would you make the plantain grow to before you introduce the cocoa seedlings?
So once it's ready for transplanting it, we will bring it.
So that's once they reach their 6, 5 months, you can put them under
the question I'm asking is, see, let's say if the plantains like this, they are not grown, they have to go to a particular point before I bring them, or as they are like this, once seedlings are ready, I can just easily bring.
Yes.
Once they are large enough to give shade, you can
bring them.
Yeah. So ideally you want them to be bigger than the cocoa.
Okay.
and then that they
can
should be
provide the
yeah.
shade. Okay. Okay. That's
So
fine.
that's about it
Okay.
for now. Today, unfortunately, we didn't see any of the wild animals, but there are rabbits and antelopes.
Yeah, he was saying there were rabbits and antelope and stuff around.
Yeah, there are
I
wild
want to catch them
rabbits.
on
Yeah,
camera for you guys.
They are common here.
Eh. I've never seen wild rabbit before. Are they fast?
Oh, they are. Yeah, they
As
are.
they say they
I
are.
think they are brownish. The one I saw, yeah, they're brown types. Yeah, they're very fast.
The way these guys can kill them with their guns.
Yeah, the farmers.
Oh, okay.
These two guys.
So
They go
in
hunting.
the
They go
evenings,
hunting,
in the evenings, the farmers go and the hunters go and hunt. So
I'm waiting for the day I'll do a hunting video. Tiflos, are you ready for a hunting video? It should be as night, oh. We'll go with the hunters. We'll do a hunting video very soon.
Once a hunter is always
A hunter, yeah. We'll do a hunting video very soon. So you guys should stick and stay.
Alright, so as part of us thanking the community for them letting us farm in their community, we are doing a corporate social responsibility sort of project. So it's we spoke to the community, asked them what they needed, that kind of thing.
Okay.
And then they wanted they said they needed a washroom for the clinic. So we went there, we saw that actually the washroom that was there, it's not really the best, for the pregnant mothers, elderly, that kind of thing.
Okay.
So we are doing a four bathroom, 4 toilets projects for them in the town. So we'll go and pass and then see how it's faring so far.
Let's go and check that one out as well.
Yeah, this is first of all, this is the Nyive community clinic that serves the whole community of their needs, the maternity ward, accidents. So when
everything is here.
Yeah, everything is here. So when I think a while back, one of our laborers got injured with the cutlass, and then we came here. He came to get treatments, get the whole stitching and everything done, and they did it very well. So it was like so we came to visit to thank them for treating the guy and everything, and then when we walked around, we saw the state of some of their facilities. So we're like, well, why not give back to the community in one way or the other? So we spoke to them, asked them what they needed, and then we decided on giving the washroom project. Okay. So we're doing a 4 bath, 4 toilets projects for them.
Oh, nice.
It's still under construction, so we can have a few.
But it's nice. It's nice at least.
Yeah.
Building something for the community. It helps to provide like a sense of belonging.
Exactly.
Because you guys are from Accra, coming to have like a farm here, on the 40-acre land.
Yeah.
Doing something for the people. They will appreciate it. And even if something is going on around the farm or anything,
they will let us. It's a way of forming a community with them.
So it wasn't a bad idea.
Yeah. So
it's a very good idea.
We are still on the project. This is supposed to be the female section. So we have our plumber who's doing a few checks. We came with him from Accra today. Okay. So he's doing this. We'll get estimates and then we make all the purchases and then we are hoping for the plumbing work that will be done. We are hoping that we're in April. Yeah. Maybe by July we should be done. Probably before even July, because we've done the electrical works. We've done most of this, just like with the screening, lighting. So before July we should be done. We have a proper handover to the community, and then
Nice. I mean, it's a good idea. Yeah, it's a good idea. Doing something for the community and that provided the land to you guys. You can come here.
Oh, okay. So that's
a good idea. Okay. Yeah. Anything else you want to chip in?
No, that's about it. The people here have been very welcoming. Since we started the projects. The labor we get from them is also good. They're highly skilled. We are also providing training to some of them for the nursery, that kind of thing. Okay. So it's so far so good. Everything is going well. We are hoping to get better what we are doing and then to reach more people. Nice. All right.
I just hope in the next maybe few years or we'll come back again.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
All the new things that are being done, everything
will be exactly.
The one thing I'm highly interested in will be the dam, which I'll show you guys.
Yeah.
In the subsequent video, we have a conversation on catfish farming and tilapia farming, talking about cocoa farming, quite a number of them. So you guys should check it in the subsequent video.
All right.
I'm highly interested in the dam.
It's helped a lot. Yeah, so.
If you have a number of the fishes and everything in there, it should be great.
Yeah. Yes. That's true.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
This will end the farm tour. At least we began on the farm. And he brought us to the site where they are having their corporate social responsibility here at Nyive, in the Volta region.
Yeah.
Yes, so thank you for watching to this point. If you've gotten to this point, can you like this video so you to promote it to other people? Subscribe to the channel so you'll grow together and share. Yeah, people out there winning some of these stories to be inspired. Want to look at the farm to also get to know a fair idea how they can also go about their farming project here in Ghana. In the subsequent video, we'll look at cocoa farming as the main farm that they are into is cocoa. Then we look at the catfish and the tilapia farm as well that they have on the farm. So yes, we'll end the video here and I'll see you guys now.
All right.